guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see by the title of this video, we are doing something car related. So I posted a video a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, as you can tell, I'm with my little sister. How you doing today?
Good.
Good. If you guys don't know, this is my little sister Morissette. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Morissette and I'm 11 years old and I'm Nissy's little sister.
Yay! She's been on my channel numerous times, so I'm sure you guys are used to her now. But we went for a quick drive around. Yeah, we went to go and pick up some stuff for my sister because it's my other sister's birthday tomorrow. And yeah, it was a quick one, wasn't it? It wasn't like a long journey or anything like that. So yeah, and so I decided that today was the day that we will finally get around to doing some tips, or I would get around to doing some tips on driving. Obviously, you guys know about 2 months ago I got my car. I posted up a video that was all about persistence because I failed my driving test like 5 times and I passed on the 6th time, and I really wanted to share that with you guys because a lot of people feel like you know, that is easy, or that if you fail the first time or even the 2nd time or even the 3rd time, do you know what, it's not for you, just give up, just stop. I have heard of people who failed like 9 times, 10 times, but they keep going. Driving, I think, is an important skill to have. I am so glad that I kept going. I'm so glad that I didn't give up. It took me 3 years to finally get there. Yes, look at my sister. She raised her eyebrow like, damn girl, why'd you take it so long? I just kept failing, you know, for different reasons. I was doing, if you guys watched that video, you will know that I was doing manual before, and my hand-eye coordination is not the greatest, so I was having a few issues with trying to like drive and watch my mirrors and trying to do the gear stick at the same time. So my boyfriend suggested just do automatic, and his mom suggested the same thing, and then I was just like, do you know what, I'm just gonna do automatic, and I passed straight away. So I love it. My car is automatic, but I'm going to give you guys a tour of my car anyway so you guys can like see what it looks like, because a lot of you guys ask as well, like, what car do you have, what does your car look like, blah blah blah. But anyway, so yeah, I did a video about that, and I thought I would give you guys so now people want to be messaging me, really? So I thought I'll give you guys 5 top tips on how to basically pass your driving. Coming from somebody who really struggled for many years to drive, I feel like these are the things that I really had to learn, and I think really helped me. So yeah, we're gonna get straight into it. Yeah.
So tip number 1 is do not give up.
That's right. I know it sounds like a really obvious one, and I basically was saying that in my persistence video. By the way, if you haven't watched it, I will link it above. I don't know if it's here or here, but I'll link it above somewhere, and I'll link it in the description box as well. Yeah, whichever side. But persistence, guys, like, it's so important. I know, like, driving is one of those things that some people get straight away and some people don't, like myself. And sometimes you just have to tell yourself, do you know what, I know it's costing me a lot of money, it's costing me a lot of time, a lot of money. I'm still crying about the amount of money that I spent just trying to get my damn driving. But I definitely would say do not give up. You have to remain persistent if you want your driving. If you don't want to do it, no problem, you can stay using Uber for the rest of your life, but definitely do not give up. It's so important that you make sure that you keep going, stay persistent. I know it's hard. I know there's so many people that commented underneath that video saying things like, you know, I was gonna give up, or, you know, I've had enough, I've done my test so many times. Do not give up. Trust me, it will happen eventually. And one thing that I always was reminded of as well was it will happen at the right time. I know that everything happens for a reason. So I feel like God, you know, didn't allow me to pass straight away because maybe God, who knows, I could have gotten into an accident. I could have maybe not really had the skills that I have now and been fast, got my car, and then got into an accident. So everything happens at the right time for a reason. So tip number 2, be confident. I think this one is so important, especially when, you know, you have failed so many times. It becomes really difficult for you to be confident in yourself and to become confident in your driving. But a lot of driving is literally your mental state. You have to, even if you have to fake it and just tell yourself, I'm a great driver. That's what I was always doing. I was always saying to myself, like, I'm a great driver, I can drive, I know I can drive, I'm the best driver that there ever was. I was saying that stuff to myself because I knew that that would become affirmation, and that affirmation would become my reality. So yeah, you have to be confident. I know, especially if you failed, you know, a few times, it knocks your confidence, it knocks you back, it makes you feel like, oh my gosh, maybe it's just not for me, I can't drive, I can't do it. But if you just say to yourself, no, I'm a great driver, that confidence builds up, that self-esteem builds up slowly, and you start to see that you become more confident on the road and you just drive so naturally because you're just like, yep, floating, I'm a great driver. But if you're panicking and you're scared and you're like, you will panic and you will not drive, you will not be able to do it. So tip number 3, which actually came from this little one right here.
So tip number 3 is don't overthink things. Because if you overthink things, you're just gonna panic, and let's just say it's not gonna go great when you're driving.
There we go. And you know what, that is such a good one, because I remember when I first started, especially doing my automatic driving lessons, I was overthinking everything, and my driver literally said to me, he was like, you are a good driver, you can drive, but you are overthinking too much. And when you start to overthink, like you said, you panic, and then all of a sudden you're like driving like a crazy person and you're doing stupid things, like little things that you've already learned and they've already taught you. It's almost like it just flies out of your head because you're overthinking, and then you panic, and then you forget things, and then and you definitely don't want to do that during your test, because you don't want to panic and then fail during your test. Just stay calm, relax, and don't overthink it. What were you gonna say?
And also it can be very unsafe.
Yes.
You just like need to think when you're overthinking things, other people get in danger. So that's why you've really got to be careful and try your hardest not to overthink things.
Yeah.
Why?
Wow, because the sun just came out, that's why. Oh my days.
The sun come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. That's what singing in Annie.
Wow.
Come on back.
Wow, girl. What was that? As you can tell, the sun keeps coming in and out, so we don't even know what's happening right now. Look, Morissette, you're just...
Yeah.
It's because the sun is right in that corner over there. So sorry guys, the sun is going in and out, so right now, listen, the lighting is going to be so poor in this video, but apologies. I'm going to try and adjust it as much as I can. So tip number 4, I would say, is take your time. And take your time in 2 ways. Definitely take your time when you're driving. Like, don't rush when you're driving, especially if you maybe, I don't know, you're trying to go you're trying to work out which direction you should be going in, especially when you have something called the independent drive, where the instructor will maybe just tell you like, okay, follow the signs to... Wow, Morissette. Listen, the lighting, I'm so sorry guys, you're just gonna have to deal with it because I can't keep adjusting it and my battery's about to die. So yeah, tip number 4, what was it again? Take your time.
Yeah.
So take your time when you are driving. When you have the independent drive, the instructor will tell you, follow the signs to this place. If you know that there's maybe a turn and it looks, you don't know which way to go, take your time. Don't feel like you should be zooming down the road. Just take your time, okay? It's okay. It's better for you to slow down and for you to take your time and make the right decision than to try and be fast and make the wrong decision. But also take your time in terms of, it took me 3 years, or was it even 4? No, 3, I think. 3 years for me to finally get my license. Like, it's been a long process, but it's happened now, and I'm happy. I've got my car now, I'm driving. And yeah, again, it all happened at the right time, because as soon when I passed, I could actually afford to get my car. So just take your time, guys. It's okay. It's a journey, but take your time.
So tip number 5 is practice when you can. So if you have a car, or if someone else has a car that you can borrow, make sure you carry on practice.
There we go.
Because as everybody says,
practice makes perfect. I was actually gonna say that if you didn't say it, I was gonna say practice makes what? Perfect. But yeah, no, it's so true, guys. Practice. You know, especially if you know that you've got a test coming up. If you can use someone's car, you can borrow someone's car, please do. Like, use someone's car. Just practice where you can. Practice as much as you can, because driving is a thing of just practice. Like, even now, as I'm officially driving and on the roads, I'm realizing I'm getting better and better at things like parking and all that stuff. But again, it's all practice. And there's places like in Raynham, you can go to one of these places where they've made like almost like a mini road, or like a little part, where I remember I went down with my dad and he took me in his car and we went down there and we got to drive around, where you can drive with like no license, you can be underage, you can be however old you want, and you basically just pay money. Yeah, you pay money, you go in there and you can go up, you know, go there for like a whole day if you want, and you literally are just going around. They even have, sorry guys, you guys can't see Morissette's face properly, the sun is really, yeah, being rude, but yeah, you can even have like a whole day there, and there's traffic lights, there's even like little stops and stuff, like, yeah, everything. So you should go and practice there, but just practice, guys.
But also, if you're going to practice, make sure if you're very new at driving, make sure you practice with someone experienced.
Oh,
in the
please.
car.
Yes, there we go. Well done. She's smart. Make sure you go with someone experienced, okay? I don't want anybody to come and start commenting under my video like, I went to go and practice and then I crashed. Don't practice on your own. Obviously, I mean, practice with somebody, practice with someone with a full license, practice with somebody who's actually driven for a long time, because don't get yourself into trouble before you've even started driving. So the lighting is not great, but I just parked up somewhere else just so we can get a little bit better lighting. The glory and the wonders of doing YouTube. But anyway, those are our 5 tips. Morissette helped out as well. She gave some golden tips right there. I really hope that you find them helpful. Of course, guys, driving is one of those things that, you know, different people, different timings, everyone is different, so everyone's gonna have a different experience. But I just thought that I'd give you some tips because so many of you guys watched that video and commented underneath explaining, like, you know, just the things that you have been going through and how stressful it is. Trust me, I understand. But yeah, hopefully the tips will work. Now we're gonna give you guys a little bit of a car tour, because my battery's about to die and I'm hoping that it will stay alive just so that we can do the car tour. If it doesn't, I guess this is going to be the end of this video and then we can do a car tour in another video. Yeah. Okay? So if it dies, apologies. But if not, we're giving you a car tour. All right.